my yarny friends. It's Teresa with Critters Crochet. How is everybody? Oh, trying to get all my stuff organized over here. I need to slide over. When you get on, say hello. Let me know you're here. Hello, Renee. Get off of there. I'm trying to see why this is not showing up on my laptop. For some reason, I see it going here, but I don't see it going on my laptop. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Technical difficulties again. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know in the comments if you can hear me okay. I'm going to X off of here and see if I can come back in. For some reason, that's really strange. I don't know why it's not showing up, but anyhow. Can you all see and hear me okay? Go ahead and go ahead and say hello. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me okay? I'm actually seeing, okay, good. I'm actually seeing the chat on the phone. I had to pull up my laptop before because I couldn't see the chat, but I'm actually seeing it on here on the phone. I like doing these vertical lives on the phone. And I'm seeing it on here, but hey, Blair, but I am not seeing the chat pop up on the laptop. So I don't know what's going on. And it says 2:04, and it says waiting for Critters Crochet on my laptop, and we're already on. So I'm not even going to worry about my laptop. I'm just going to watch on the phone. And so today, guys, I wanted us to talk about crochet along. Yes, it does work. If you type in critter, just like Blair did, CRITTER, it will, Nightbot will pop up your link. And yeah, I tried to refresh it and everything, Blair. It's just not, I don't know what the deal is. Let me try that. I'll try to refresh it again. Yeah, on the laptop, it's showing that I'm going right now here, but on the laptop, it's saying waiting for critter. And I've already, I don't know what the deal is. My technology here lately has been doing some weird mess. So I really don't know what the deal is. Let me check one more thing on here. Nope. Well, I'm not even going to try and use my laptop to watch the chat because I'm being able to see it right here on my phone. So I'm just not going to worry about it on my laptop. I'm going to put it back over here. Okay, we're just going to go with it with the phone and see what happens. Let's see who else is here. Yeah, it is weird. It's crazy. But I'm glad you guys can see and hear okay. But what I wanted to do today, I'm not sure how long we're going to be on the live. We'll just have to play around with it and see. But what I wanted to do today is, what is that? Oh, okay. Never mind. I wanted us to look. Here's what I'm thinking about, and I want you guys' input because the crochet along that I want to do for everyone is going to be a blanket made with granny squares. Okay, and I don't want to tell any more information on that. Really, I've got some other details that go along with it, but I want to wait until December. Excuse me. You tell me in the chat, what do you think? Those of you that are here, if you're joining in with the crochet along, would you rather me announce the details in November or December? Which one would be better for you as far as you being able to get your materials before we start in January? I'm thinking we're going to pretty close after. Let's see, where's my calendar? Let me get my planner right here, because what I'm thinking is once I announce it, all the details, I'm thinking about starting Monday, January 5th. That's the first full week. That's after the holidays have settled down and everything. I think Monday, January 5th is when I'm going to do the official announcements about the crochet along and give all the details. So would you, and I thought I would go ahead, or no, sorry, I'm speaking wrong. Monday, January the 5th is when we will begin. Okay, it's when the cow will start. But would you rather me announce the details for this cow in November or December? Hi, Queen's Craft. Hey, Bridget. Would you rather me start this, announce the details in November or December? Which one would give you more time to be able to get your materials? December? Yeah, kind of what I'm thinking. So December, I need to get my pen. December, let's see. Well, I've got it marked on my calendar. I plan on putting a video out on Tuesday, December the 2nd. And that will, I'm going to try and get that out by 8 or 9 o'clock that morning. So, December 2nd, that's a Tuesday, I will put a video out and I will be detailing all the information about the crochet along. We are going to make a blanket and we are going to be using granny squares. And so, but I'll tell you the rest of it come December. And yeah, so be watching for that video coming out December 2nd. And then that will give you, that'll give you a month and a few days to get all of your yarn and everything that you need for the crochet along. So, yeah, autocorrect is wonderful, isn't it? So here's what I wanted to do. I want this to be a crochet along that is not all me directed. It's mostly me directed. I'm the one coming up with it. But I have this book right here, 60 Quick Granny Squares. And what I was going to do originally was 1 square a month and do a 12 by 12 square. And then in November, I would put out a tutorial to show you how to attach all the squares, which, you know what, I may not have to do that now because I've got another idea. But and how to do the border. So here's what I'm thinking, and you guys tell me if you're good with this. This book, the squares measure 6 inches. So what we could do each month, I will show you how to do the square, and then you make 4 of them. And in the video, I'll show you how to make the square, and then I will show you how to attach those 4 squares together, and you will make 4 of them. That way, it will turn into a 12 by 12, a 12-inch square. What do you guys think of that idea? I don't know that I've seen anybody do that before, and so that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is as I think that's what I'm going to do. And so let's see, we need to pick out 12 different squares, and I was going to see if there was a page that showed all of them at once, and I don't know that it does. Let's see. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, there are 60 squares. We only need 12. I don't think it lays, well, yeah, it does. So here's what they look like kind of at a glance. You've got some with stars and moons and things. You've got color changes. Oh, well, thank you for sending me a pumpkin on my head. You've got lacy like this. We have color changes and more solid squares. You've got some that are lacy on one part and solid on. So look at all the different kinds of squares. That's the first 18. Okay, here's squares 19 through 42. And if you guys have this book, it would make it real easy for you to go along. And here's this one. So here's what we can do. I can put the numbers 1 through 60 in a box, and then I can draw out a number, and that's the square we'll do for that month. Or I can just go through. I think it would kind of be fun just to draw a number out. And, excuse me, just randomly pick out a square, and that would be our square. And you would make 4 of them each month. Attach those 4 to make your 12 by 12. And then, like I said, and then in November, well, I will probably in November show you the November and December square. And then you can make those final 8 and attach all of it. And then at the beginning of December, I can show you how to do the border. Then you can finish the border, have your blanket done, and then have your blanket finished. And then if you wanted to give it as a Christmas gift, you would have it done before Christmas to give it as a gift if you chose to. Or vote. So, yeah. So which way would you rather do it, guys? And I may put a poll up on this after the live is over. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, Blair. I could put a poll up and probably just ask, do you want me to draw random numbers, and whatever number we pull, that's the square that we're going to make? Or would you, and then I could have options. You can choose either solid squares, lacy squares, or squares with motifs in the middle, you know, like flowers and moons. So a poll, yeah, I did that earlier for another question I had, so I can do that. I can put up a poll. So let me get my planner here so I can, because I want to get you guys' input on this. Okay, intro video on December 2nd. Let me check and see if this is coming up on my laptop yet, because this is crazy. I want to make sure I'm not missing any of your comments in the chat. I don't want to miss anybody's comments. If you're able to, I would love it if you could support Careers Crochet with a super chat. That would be awesome. Let's see. Hold on a second. Nope, I guess I got to go up here and do it. Well, there it is. I finally got it to pop up. Okay, let me bring this back over here. I gotta have my laptop over here so I can see what I'm doing. Well, that's great. I've got it pulled up on here, but it's not showing the chat. I'm telling you, I can get one thing going and then something else is messing up. Oh, there we go. Finally. All right. So let me go back because I don't think all the chat is showing up on my phone. So let's see again who all is here. Kamaromi. I hope I'm saying that right, and I apologize completely if I'm messing that up. Blair is here. Let's see. Queen's Cat Crafts by Bridget. Hello, hello. Okay, good job. Good deal. All right. So I'll have a poll put up, but look at these. Some of these I think would be just beautiful. I really think that we're going to go with on the route of how many hours does it take for you from me to Shannon? Oh, it's a pretty good drive. It's a pretty good drive. Several hours. But I don't think I should get into details about that, but several hours. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3. I really don't want to do like stars and moons and that. Because I want this to be more fun. I think the lacy would be too much. I don't know about the lacy. So I could, but again, hey, Jennifer, I'm just talking about the crochet along that I'm planning for next year. And we're going to use this book, 60 Granny Squares. And yeah, it's a pretty good drive to see Shannon too. So we're going to use this book. And I'm thinking about, I'm going to put up a poll on, oh, Renee, thank you. Renee is sending out one membership gift to someone. Oh, she sent it to Lori. Renee, that was so sweet of you. That was so sweet of you. That is so cool. So not only am I doing a crochet along with everyone in January, I am also going to do one with just my members. And it's not going to be granny squares. It's going to be something different. So if you'd like to place membership with Critters Crochet and do the membership only crochet along that we're doing, then I would love for you to join in as a member. Oh, YouTube assigns it. I wondered that, Renee, because I've never gifted memberships. So you just buy a gift and then YouTube just randomly picks one of your subscribers for it to go to? That's really cool. I did not know that. I have that box too. I do. I have the box, but I have the deck, but they're only 4-inch squares. So we would have to make 9 squares for each month. And because I really want these to be 12 by 12. So let me go over, for those of you, I've had a few that just joined in on the live. Okay, sorry, I was looking at the bye-bye. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. I don't want this to be too crazy and where you can't finish it in a month. So, yeah, I could add extra rounds, but I think what would be fun, and here's what I told, for those of you just joining in, here's what I think I'm going to do. These squares in this book are 6-inch squares. Okay, so we could make 4 squares and of the same, like, let's just say I chose this one. You would make 4 of these and attach all 4 of them together, and that would make a 12 by 12 square. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. And yeah, and so I'm going to have a poll. I'm going to put up a poll later when this live is over. I'm going to put up a poll, and it's going to have some questions on there. What type of squares would you like to do for the cow? Would you rather do these lacy, more open squares? Would you rather do a more closed squares? And we'll see. Hey, Crafty, we will see what everybody picks out and what's the majority. So whatever the majority is on that poll, you guys can let me know. You could even know right here too if you would like to do more solid squares or more open lacy squares. But yeah, so on December 2nd, for those of you just joining, I'm going to do an introductory video, and I'm going to lay out all the details for the crochet along. What type of yarn? Andy from Crafty Witch is joining us now. Thrifty Crocheter is here. Rachel. Hey, Rachel. So let me know in that poll. That poll is going to help. But for those of you on right now, what would you rather your blanket have? More open, lacy squares or more closed in and solid squares? Which would you rather do for a blanket? I know for a blanket which one I'd rather do. But you guys let me know. More closed squares or more open lacy squares like these? And I'm so excited to be doing this live. I'm getting a lot of interaction with this. People are getting excited. So I think it's going to, oh, okay. Some are saying, oh, lacy. Andy likes the lacy look. A little of both. We could do that. We could do some closed and some lacy. That would be pretty. And since they're all going to be 12 by 12 squares, it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Jennifer, I'm sorry. I wish you could do this with us. It's going to be spread out over a year. So it's not like a, you could work on a few, and maybe if you can't tune in every month, if you skipped a month, and you'd have 8 instead of 4 squares to make. But that's totally up to you, and I understand. Hopefully you can do some of the tutorials that I have planned for the year, or something else like that. So, hey, Lexi, just talking about the crochet along that I'm planning on for next year. Yeah, it's going to be a year long, Jennifer. I'm planning on doing one here. Those of you that are just chiming in, my plan is to do 1 square each month, and you're going to take that, whatever squares we pick, you're going to take that 1 square and you're going to make 4 of them, and then you're going to attach those 4 together to make a 12 by 12 square. Okay? And on December 2nd, I'm going to make a video where this December 2nd, I'm going to put out a video that is going to detail the yarn that I'm using, the hook size, and all of that, so that you will have, and then January 5th is when the first video is going to come out, showing you the first square, and you'll have all month to make your 4 squares and attach them, okay? So on the video in January, I will show you how to make the square, and the video will also show you how to connect them, okay? And I'll show you a few ways to do that. So it's going to be totally up to you how you connect your squares. But we will talk about a few ways. But I'll give you all the complete details on December 2nd. And then January 5th, we're getting started. And I think you're going to really, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait till December where I can really announce this officially and tell you guys exactly what you need and what we're going to do, because I think you're really going to like it. Shannon at the Spoonie Stitcher and I were talking, and she helped me with this idea, and we just really think you're going to like it. So, oh, Renee already has all her yarn. That is awesome. Yay! Lori's at the doctor's office. I pray everything goes good for you, Lori. I'm watching on the laptop because they're not all showing up on my phone, all the chats. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi to everyone. That's awesome. Yay! I'm so excited. So, yeah. So that's what I've got planned for this crochet along. I am doing it's the neurologist, so it's a good appointment. Okay, good. I have a room full too, and I have got to go through my stash and see what all I have. But I'm still thinking I might go to Hobby Lobby and get some more. I don't know yet. I got to go through and see what I've got. But like I said, I'm not going to give all the details out yet, but this could be a good, possibly, you could just go through your stash and use whatever colors, but I've got some specific colors in mind, but I don't want to tell you any more about it just yet. Renee says, I chose a lot of colors that reminded me of Blue Willow Spode China. Every square will have those colors. Renee, that is beautiful. Oh, that Blue Willow China is gorgeous. That will make a beautiful blanket. Yeah, see what Santa brings me. Exactly. Exactly. I hope Santa's nice to me this year. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Rachel, that's a good idea. I like the Vanna White yarns. I do. Or the patterns. So guys, yeah, I am also, we're doing a granny square blanket for the crochet along for everyone, but I am also going to do a crochet along for members only. And what we're going to do is I have this book right here. Well, that's for members only. Sorry. You have to be a member to see what we're going to do for that blanket. But we are also doing a crochet along for my members. That one is probably it. Well, I know for sure it's not going to last a year. We are doing something different. We're not doing granny squares for that blanket. We're going to do something different. And I'm thinking it might take maybe a couple of months to do. So yeah, that's one. And so if you'd like to place membership, you can follow along with us and do the crochet along that our members are doing. And since that one's not going to be a year long, I'm probably going to have some more crochet alongs just for my members. So if you would like to be a part of that, and you're able to, that's another way that you can support Critters Crochet is through memberships. And yeah, so I'm going to start doing a lot more because I have several that members, and I've kind of been slacking on that, and that's not fair to them because you're paying a month every month to be a member. So I'm bumping that up, and I'm doing a lot more for members. And right after we finish this live, I'm planning on being on here for about an hour. And then after this live, I'm going to switch over and do a members only live, and just talk a little bit about the crochet along and throw out some ideas for that one on my members channel. Well, hello, Frog Crochet. How are you? How are you, Charity? Oh, Lori, the kitchen remodel. God, I hope to goodness that this thing does not come with any complications, because getting it started has been one. They're starting November. They have given us a date of November 5th. So that's next, not this Wednesday, but next. So, oh, Frog just got back from grocery shopping. So yeah, they're supposed to start November 5th. So this week I have to finish packing up everything in the kitchen. I am moving my Instapot onto a table into the living room, because once they get started, I will have no oven. I will have no microwave, no way of cooking, and the floor is going to be tore up, so I can't even walk into the kitchen. So I'm going to have to buy paper plates and cups and napkins and utensils. And then I'm putting my Instapot in the living room so I can cook. And I'll be cooking out of my Instapot. But here's the thing. We may only be doing that for about a week. They said it would take 3 weeks to complete. So again, I'm leaving in January. We're leaving the 12th of November and going on a Disney trip with my daughter and her family, and her mother-in-law and sister-in-law. We're all going to Disney. Yeah, we might have to camp outside, Blair. You're right. So we're hoping that a lot gets done, because they're going to continue to work on it. Excuse me, sorry. They're going to continue to work on the kitchen while we're gone to Disney. So I really hope when we come back from the Disney trip that a lot of it will be finished. So, oh, I hope so, Avery. I'm so excited. I am so ready to get this kitchen done. But because they're not starting till November 5th, that means I won't be able to host Thanksgiving at my house. Even if they get it done before Thanksgiving, I will not have enough time to get my kitchen set back up and everything unboxed and put away to be able to get ready for Thanksgiving. So no Thanksgiving at my house this year. We're going to have it at my sister's. So that's kind of a bummer because I wanted everybody to see my new kitchen on Thanksgiving, but that's how it's working out. So we'll have to see. Yeah. The head guy that's doing this, the company that's doing the remodel, we know him. We've known him for a lot of years, for many, many years. And he told Steve, he was talking to my husband, and he said, I'm telling you, he said, I trust these guys. I trust them. The guys that I have working for me, they're good guys, and you can trust them. So we're trusting our friend to be right and putting it in his hands. So, well, hello, Lexi6. Those of you just joining, if you type in the word critter in the chat, then Nightbot will pop up your channel link so everybody can go check you out. I was going to look real quick. No, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Let me bring up. What is going on? Stop. I'm telling you, there's some weird stuff. I don't know if you guys are having technical issues where you are with your computers, laptops, whatever. I'm having the weirdest stuff happen on my computers and my phone. It's just weird. Nope, I don't want to do that. I wanted to go and check my numbers real quick. We're slowly climbing up. We are at, ooh, another one, 2,068 subscribers. Yay! So I'm really excited about that because my goal is to get to 3,000 because there are companies that I would love to be affiliated with, and you have to have at least 3,000 subscribers to do that. So, if you are on your cell phone looking at this, watching, you can hit the hype button. That helps my live to be seen by more people. A thumbs up is always a great way to help. That doesn't cost a thing. And sharing out my channel and sharing out this live with your friends also helps. So Thrifty Crocheter has linked her channel. Blair has linked her channel. Frog Crochet has linked her channel. Hello, Sarah. One hook, two hands from Sarah is here. Those of you just coming on, we are talking about the crochet along that I'm going to be doing with Granny Squares, Sarah. And we're going to be picking out the squares from this book. I am going to put up a poll because I have some ideas for the crochet along. And so after this live, I'll have a poll put up where you guys can vote on some things that will go along with making this blanket. Right after this one, I'm planning on being on here for just an hour. And then after this live, I'm going to do a members only live because I also want to talk about the crochet along that I'm doing with my members only. And like I said before, if you guys are able to place membership and help support our channel that way, I would appreciate it so much. All the money generated through this channel, I put right back into the channel. It's not money that I spend on myself. It's money that I put back into this channel. And it goes for purchasing yarn, for purchasing books, for being able to do yarn reviews, kit reviews, tutorials, crochet alongs, those kind of things. So Your money is not wasted. It is used. It is brought right back into this channel. So, Renee will have to listen in the car, have to pick up my grandson from school. No problem, Renee. Not a problem. I'm glad you're listening and tuning in. So I haven't even picked up. I'm still working on, I got to get back in my grandson's, I'm making an amigurumi from the picture he drew, and this is what I have so far. This is what I have so far. So, this week, my big goal this week is to get, if I can just sit down, I don't have to take my mother anywhere this week. She does not have another doctor's appointment or anything until next month, about the middle of next month, after we get back from our trip. And so my goal is, if I can just sit down and do amigurumi, especially ones that I have a pattern with, I can knock out an amigurumi in just a few hours, if it's a small one. So I am going to be getting those Christmas amigurumis done this week. Yeah. She's doing better. We are still waiting to hear back on when they are going to do, they want her to go see a neurologist. So we're waiting on her doctor to get that scheduled, and they're supposed to be calling us this week to let us know when and where to go for her neurology appointment. She had seen a neurologist in the past, and they contacted them, but they're booked up till March, and Mom doesn't want to wait 5 months to go see the neurologist. So they're trying to get a neurologist book that's closer to us, who can get her in sooner. Oh, Jennifer's working on a doll. Oh, I'd love to see pictures of it, Jennifer, when you get it finished. Oh, Sarah, I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling good. I hope you're feeling better soon. So I've started one of my kids at church, and she's a little girl, but that's okay. She loves Spidey. Not the regular Spider-Man, but the Spidey, the cartoon Spider-Man Spidey. So I've got the head. I need to stuff it and put the eyes on, and I've got one arm made and the head. So I need to finish Spidey. And then let's see what all. I've got one little girl. She wants the Spidey. There's 3 of the kids that like dinosaurs, so I'm making 3 dinosaur amigurumis for Christmas. Oh, thanks, Lexi. And then let's see, I've got teenage. No, he's 12. He'll be a teenager next year. 12, and he loves axolotls. And so I thought, he's a boy, he's not going to want a stuffed axolotl. So I found a really neat blanket, and it's like a throw size, so it's not very big, but it has an axolotl. It's a color changing tapestry type, and it's got an axolotl on it. And so I'm going to make him the blanket. And then let's see, I've got another child that wants, what was another one? They're all on my phone, so I can't look. But anyway, different. So I've got about 10 amigurumis to make for Christmas gifts for my kids at church. And so, yes, Blair, they're so cute. I love axolotls. So that's what I'm working on. I've also got the pink shaded, the pink and white gingham blanket that I'm working on for a friend of my son's wants me to make one so he can give it to his girlfriend. And so I've just got a few more rows to put on it and finish it out. And I'm trying to think if there's any, and that's it as far as the Christmas gifts go. So if I can get those amigurumis knocked out this week, I'm pretty sure I can get 10 of them done this week. and then start working on that blanket. Because by the end of November, before Thanksgiving gets here, I want all those Christmas items done so I can focus. And then I've also got, I'm working on my Battle of the Stitches project for November. I've finally, the other night I couldn't figure out what to do with the stitch. And so I finally have figured out what I'm making with November's Battle of the Stitches stitch. So I'm going to start working on that. Ah, thanks. Thanks, Andy. Thanks for your support. You can make an axolotl in 15 minutes. That's awesome. Do you use the chunky yarn? What kind of yarn do you use, Blair, when you make yours? And if you saw my video today, I put the first video out. I put my first video out today for Nova at Nova Gnome Creations. She's doing Boo Tube Spirit Week, and today was Mermaid Monday, so go check out my video today. Chunky yarn, yep, that's how you can, and I am blown away that you can make one in 15 minutes. That is awesome, Blair. But so I did my first video today for Mermaid Monday. I showed my little mermaid tail purse that I made. And the link for this pattern, it's a pattern I found on Pinterest. The link is in my video from today, so you can go check in the description box of that video. You can check it out. Tomorrow is Tarantula Tuesday. So I use loops and knots crochet pattern. I'll have to check that out, Blair. Me either, Jennifer. Or Renee, I mean. I said Jennifer. I looked it up and saw Jennifer. Me either, Renee. No, I cannot crochet. Now, the only thing I crocheted that was under 15 minutes, my grandson one time said, "Can you make me a star?" So I made him a star that was about that big around. Yeah, a little flat, little star. That was it. So no, I can't do much of anything in 15 minutes as far as crochet goes. You've been doing amigurumi for 6 years. That's awesome. That's what I started out with. When I started learning to crochet, I watched the Crochet Crowd, and that's who I learned from, and doing blankets. And then once I did that, I started jumping into amigurumi, and I loved it. And for my first several projects when I first learned to crochet was all amigurumi because I just loved it. So I kind of go back and forth now. I'm really hooked on, right now, I'm really hooked on wearables. I love making wearables. And so that's kind of what I've been leaning towards more here lately. Oh, Sarah's been making squishmallows. I love squishmallows. I have 3. Renee has 3 knitted and 1 crochet sweater going right now. I'm a mess. Girl, have you heard of all the whips I've got going right now? And right through this door, on that side, there's a wall. And it's got about 5 shelves on it. The bottom 2 shelves have little cubes and zipper containers that have projects in them that are not done. There's probably 5 on that shelf over there, and I don't know when I'm ever going to get back to them. They're sitting there waiting on me. They're being patient. But then I've got all the Christmas stuff. So yeah, I don't know. You guys tell me if you're this way or not. I cannot, unless it's a small amigurumi and I can just sit down and do it. Most projects, if I'm doing a wearable or a blanket, I can't sit there and I cannot work on a project and work on it until it's done. Because I get bored with it unless it's got a lot of different stitches in it. I get bored with it and it's like, nope. And I'll sit it down and I'll go over to something else because I need something different. So are you guys like that? Do you have to change it up and work on multiple things at once so it doesn't get monotonous? Or do you stick to one project and you stick with that project till you finish it before you move on to another one? Because I don't do that. I have to have several things going at once so I don't get bored. So I don't know if you guys are like that or not. The struggle is real. Yeah. And I'm going to say it again. I say this every year. I say this every year and it never works out ever. But I say each month of the new year, I'm going to make something that's going to be Christmas gifts. So that when I get to the end of the year, like September, October, I'm not crocheting like a mad woman trying to get Christmas stuff done. Did I listen to myself and do that this year? No. Because right now I'm crocheting like a mad woman, trying to get all this done. So, yeah. But I really am going to try. Guys, that's all we can do, right? Is just try. I am going to try, and I'm going to focus on one thing each month to work on. Other than my crochet alongs, I've got to do projects once a month and try and get built up for Christmas so I'm not going crazy trying to get it all done at once. That Jennifer says that's why I do Amis. Different features, but I occasionally switch to hats or something else for a break, depending on my time scale. Yeah. And I think that's why I was so attracted to Battle of the Stitches when Heather at Strings and Threads, when she contacted me and wanted to collaborate and do this. I think that's one of the things that attracted me to that, because it was like, okay, each month a new project and a new stitch. That works. That'll get my brain going to think of things. So yeah. And I've put this out there, but I'm going to put it out again because it's been a while. I am needing, what I really need to do is, if not this year, next year, I want to have a website up. I really, really want, that's one of my big long-term goals, is to get a website going. But what I need to do is all of the videos where I've done tutorials for Battle of the Stitches, I've got like 20 something, 23, 24, something like that, tutorials for Battle of the Stitches, and I need to get them typed up and worked up as patterns. Because once I get my website up, I want to have the patterns on there. But I also want to, I don't know if I'm going to use Etsy or Ravelry or what I'm going to use to sell crochet patterns. But here's the problem. I'm trying to find the time to go back and type up all those patterns. So, if anybody would like to volunteer to do that and send me the PDFs, I can add pictures into it, but if anybody would like to do that and send me the PDFs, I would be very appreciative of that. And you have to promise me, if you do that, we're gonna have it in writing that you will not try to pass those patterns off as your own. And I know the ones that are on here that won't do that. I know you won't do that. So just putting that out there. But if you would like to help me out by getting these, watching the videos and writing up the patterns and typing them up for me, that would just work. So anybody on here that's got time and would want to do that, let me know. You can send me an email and let me know. All right, we've got about 5 more minutes. Is there anything you guys would like to ask me about? Any questions that you guys have for me about the crochet along, about whatever? feel free to ask me for these next 5 minutes. We have got, just to let you guys know, let me get back here. For the November Battle of the Stitches, we have Lori, the armchair chef, and Sarah from One Hand, Two Hooks is joining us in November. Currently, Heather and I currently, we invite 2 content creators each month to join us for Battle of the Stitches. We currently do not have anyone joining us in December. So if anybody on here, if you'd like to join us in December, let me know and I'll get you the information. Let's see, where's my box book? Here it is. December is the parquet stitch, which is this beautiful stitch right here. This is the stitch we're doing in December. So if you would like to join us in December and do the parquet stitch, that's it. Hey, Beverly. And then January, we have Lori from Lori's Stories and Crochet joining us in January, and Charity from Frog Crochet. So we already have our January booked. That will be the turtle stitch is what we're doing in January. And then February, if you'd like to, there's the crosshatch shells is what we have for February. So we need content creators to help us in January, or I mean, not January, in December and February, if you would like to join in. Beverly, you'll have to go back and watch the beginning. I just went over a few things about the crochet along that we're going to start in January. So you can go back and watch the beginning of this to see what I talked about. And so we got about 3 minutes. I'm going to go, Beverly, let you know, I'm going to end this live after an hour. We've got about 3 minutes. And then I am going to kick on over and start a live for members only, because I want to go over some things with my members for the crochet along that I'm doing with you guys. So I'll go off here, Beverly, but I'm going to be right over in the membership right after this one. So I hope you can join me over there in the membership live. So before I get off of here, let me remind you too, Shannon at the Spoonie Stitcher and I will be going live on Thursday night at, I believe it's 7:30. Let me go back over here and make sure I got the right time. Yes, you can watch it either on my channel or Shannon's channel. And we are going live at 7:30 for our spooky PJ party. So that's Thursday evening. We're gonna do like we did for the birthday party. We're gonna be having something to drink, snacks. We're going to play some fun games, and we're just gonna crochet and chat. So you guys join us Thursday night at 7:30 for our spooky party. We're gonna be wearing our Halloween themed pajamas. And so join us over there. That'll be lots of fun. Get you something to drink, a snack, a project to work on, and join us at 7:30 p.m. Central, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Thursday night for our spooky pajama party. Oh, custom orders from Blair on her Etsy shop for Christmas gifts. All right, see you, Blair. Thanks for watching. Hello, Racine. I'm getting ready to go off here. Go back and watch the replay. I'm about to sign off on this live, and I'm going to start another live right after this one for my members only. So if you're just now coming on, I would really appreciate it after I close this one if you'll go back and watch the replay. If you're a member of Critters Crochet, I'll be back on in about 5 minutes, and we will be talking about the crochet along that I'm doing for members only, because I need y'all's input onto something. Okay. All right. So I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your Monday. So I am going to, Blair, I really wish you could be a member. I'd love to have you. Let's see. Frog is working on my friendship poncho. I'm working on the pattern for my channel. Ooh, I can't wait to see that. Charity, I'm gonna have to look into that one. So again, thanks guys for watching. After I finish, I'd said after this one, but it'll actually be after my live that I do with my members here in a minute. Later this afternoon or this evening, be looking for the poll on my channel where you can vote on a question that I have about the crochet along. So be looking for that. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the BooTube Spirit Week, where we're going to be talking about Tarantula Tuesday. So I'll see you then. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.